Welcome back, my angels. It is Tigra. This is Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All, your long-standing channel here on YouTube for the Sagittarius community, tapping into your love messages for the month of April. This particular reading that you're going to be viewing, and thank you for stopping by, is regarding the energies for the singles. That means you're a single, you're not in a relationship, you're not separated, you're not married, you're not promised to anyone, you're single, and you might be dating or talking to someone, but you're not in a committed relationship. Following this video, we will be doing a reading on the X Factor, and the X Factor video is for those of you who might have an interest to hear how your ex is doing, whether you're looking for karmic retribution or you just want to know how they're doing because maybe you have a desire to get back with your ex. So that would be the next love reading following this reading. It is my hope during the week to actually do one more reading regarding love, and that will be just the love vibe reading, just checking what the actual vibes is for all Sagittariuses, coupled up, booed up, single, divorce, etc. So as always, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the all notification bell. Doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. So this way, every time I load up content, hopefully YouTube will contact you. If not, just mark or bookmark my channel as one of your favorites. And this way you'll be able to look for it in your search history or in your favorite pile when I do upload content. My cards are blessed, shuffled, and prayed for before time and before I do the videos to allot for time. I try to keep the videos under 30 minutes. I know your attention spans and your busy life doesn't afford many of you to watch the full content initially, but if you can, please pause, timestamp where you left off at and continuing on, because I just feel that the part of the message that you're missing might be a particular message that you could receive that might be needed by you. These are general readings I must stress when it comes to love readings. Don't forget your energy, the person that you might be attracted to or vice versa, or other people in your life and in their life can impact anything connected to your love life. This is just kind of like looking through a telescope of what's going on now. If things were to stay in the same direction and in the method and mode in which they're going in without anyone throwing any wrenches into the plan, this is pretty much how it could continue on and expand. Otherwise, again, your energy and that and thoughts and, and acts and deeds of others can always alter anything. That's why it's always great once or twice a year, treat yourself to a personal reading, even if it's not with me, because I don't do personal readings for everyone. Find yourself someone that you trust, someone that you vibe with, to get a personal reading if you really want more information regarding your particular career. With all that said, we're now starting at 3:10. This reading, Heavenly Father, guard and protect my space. Thank you for the messages that you are bringing for the Sagittarius singles. We pray that many of them are enjoying being single, and those of them that don't, that are looking for love, that the right partner in divine timing will pursue them or come into their life. Amen. Okay, let's see what some messages are that we get. Cutting through the BS. That's why some of us, or a lot of Sagittarius singles, are single, because you're just tired of dealing with the ratchet girl or the player guy. You want to cut through the BS. You want to get through the chase. You're too old to be playing games. You want people to be truth tellers just like yourself. You want people to be transparent and to be honest, to live with intention, to do what they say, and be analytical to a point, but just speak and live in their truth and be honest. Have confidence not only in themselves, but what they bring to a relationship. So for many of you singles, if you're fed up with the dating scene because of the BS, listen, cut through it. Don't deal with it. You don't have to date. There is no time clock ticking that says you have to date right now, unless you're trying to mate and have children. That's a different biological clock. But for those of you who are already parents, or those of you who don't choose to procreate, or you've already had children, you're in your grandparent stage, you're divorced, again, you're in a stage of life where you don't need to be stressing about being in a committed relationship, especially if what's out there to choose from isn't worth your time. With the message of teamwork, a lot of you are involved with groups, or you find comfort in working with friends and family and being in the company of others. Sometimes, in the absence of a real commitment with a soulmate or a partner, we find love through the teams that we work with, whether it's our job teams or our family community, our spiritual community. I can't tell you how many people, I've gotten to know through the years, and actually have met through the years through, having this channel. And, again, you connect with those who ride with you, and sometimes that fills the void. Sometimes we just need people to listen to us, to hold our hand, right? To be there, to be a source of light to us. And not all the time do we have companions that can do that. So being single affords you the ability to do what you want, to go where you want, and to be with whomever you want. But the greatest ability it gives you is to build strong friendships and groups of teamwork and companionship on a larger scale. So you might be missing the intimacy part of it, but the love, the true love and companionship, and the attendance that your teamwork of friends and your spiritual groups give you is so enlightening that, again, you might be just missing the intimacy part. And for those of you, if you've had a lot of relationships when you were younger, having the intimacy part might not be important to you, especially now when, again, people, on the DL and stuff like that, you have to be careful who you partner with. You have to be careful about getting certain things. There's so much stress when you're dating and being safe sexually and stuff like that. So, again, getting love through teamwork and being involved with other groups can definitely fill the gap there. With the energy of bonding, and some of you are spending time bonding with your family, like I said, and your children, especially if you are single and the parent is absent out of the relationship with the child. This is a great time for you to be that mom and dad to your child, to give them your undivided attention, because you don't have to split it between yourself and a partner. With everything I touch turns to gold. You know your value, you know your worth, Sagittarius. And for many of you that's gotten burnt by, partners who took advantage of you, who used you, who just kind of wanted to piggyback off your success, you know that you've got the Midas touch, and you want a person that also has that type of drive in life and that type of intention. You don't want anyone who's going to take what you've built, right? You want someone who can ride and die with you and contribute in the same fashion. The second to last card from this deck, we get divine timing. A reminder that there's no need to rush into relationships, especially if you're healing from past relationships. Let love find you in divine timing. Like I said, some people are playing chess when it comes to relationship, and others are playing checkers. Let the universe guide you to your perfect person. Stop running and chasing after the same type of failed romances. Let the universe, with collaboration with you, generate a clear path and plan and a strategy that really works for the long term of what you want in your life when it comes to love. In the middle of the deck with heartbreak, even when broken, you still remain solid. Yes, being single for many of you means because you need to heal. Maybe you were on that rapid race of just going from one relationship into the other and not giving yourself to heal. So you just repetitively suffered heartbreaks. And until you can fill that gap in your heart and love yourself and love others, and don't expect others to love you to make you who you are, you're always going to feel broken. You're always going to be searching for something that isn't there, that no one else can provide you other than yourself. So even when you're broken, even when you feel unloved, or you might feel that you're not worthy, you can remain solid by living in your truth and rebuilding yourself and healing. We end with the bottom of the deck, Dark Night of the Soul. You're facing past and present traumas for healing purposes, and that's a great thing. When you are doing the shadow work, and I will be doing the shadow work reading, both in love and in general energies for this month of April, because it's important that we do the shadow work. It's important that we look into our fears and the things that are deep buried within us that we know is there, but we're trying to avoid. You can't avoid it because it's acting out in our lives in ways that We realize it sometimes, but again, we want to hide and run away from it. So by facing your not only your past, but also your present traumas, it helps you heal. It gives you a foundation to build your strength and to move forward. So I love that. As we continue on, we get the message of setting boundaries. I remind the Sagittarius, because you are single, you more than any other Sag needs to set boundaries when it comes to your relationships. Some people think, again, just because you're single, that you might be an easy catch, or that you're desperate for love, that you're willing, to not have any boundaries just for the sake of having someone in your life. No, you need to set boundaries, and you need to set those boundaries probably much higher than you ever have before, because of the losses, because of the lessons that you've learned. So protecting yourself and setting boundaries when you're single definitely eliminates the type of lovers and commitments that you don't want in your life. Spring equinox, many of you, changes coming forth in your love life. Many of you, how you look at love, how you approach love. This could be your spring break. It could be your spring aha moment. Honesty. Honesty is very important to Sagittarius, and many of you remain single because you're tired of the dudes and the gals that consistently lie to you. You want someone that can bring honesty, not only say it, but live it and act it out in the relationship. Speak with your truth. Why? Because you speak the truth, Sagittarius. We speak the truth. And what we say, our word is bond, so to speak. So speak your truth and let people know exactly who you are, what you're about, where you state your boundaries, what you're looking for in a relationship, what you're not going to tolerate, right? For many of you, if you watch that YouTube show, Pop the Balloon, there's many versions of it, but I like the one with Armilette and her husband. If you watch that show, one of the questions are, that a lot of people ask for or state is the things that, they want in a relationship and the things they don't want in a relationship, right? And that's part of speaking your truth. You're letting people know right off the bat, hey, this is what I want. If you don't live up to these standards, if this doesn't match with where you're going in life, or if you can't follow commitment to this level, then I'm not the one for you. You don't waste their time and they don't waste your time. Alignment, yes, because when you speak your truth, you're speaking to people to let them know, I need you to be aligned with me. I need us to be on the same page. I need us to be speaking and living the same love language. And if we're not aligned, where we truly are two that become one, then it's not going to work. Last card from this deck, weighing options. Some of you do have options. You have options to go into relationships. And for many of you, you're a great catch, so you have more than one option. But sometimes having a lot of options is just as bad as having none. Sometimes the options you have might not be the options that you desire. So a lot of you, I feel you're single because you choose to be single. It's not like people are not knocking on the door and they're not calling you or DMing you. You are just being selective, and you should be. You should weigh your options out. Just because someone asks you to the dance doesn't mean you have to go. You can gently decline. Again, you have to feel people out. You have to set your boundaries, and you have to go after what you want and stay away from what you know, especially from past experiences, doesn't work for you. As we continue on, angels guide me to the cards or messages for Sagittarius as to what could be blocking them, or blocking true love, or blocking Sagittarius's commitment even to wanting to be in a relationship again, and why they choose to be single. Too hard. You believe that it has been hard, but it doesn't have to be. Let love flow naturally in your life. For some of you, you feel that it's been too hard. You've had so many breakups, so many disappointments, so many heartbreaks, right? You've trusted time and time again, and every time you thought he or she was the one, they let you down. But you've got to still let love come to you. You still got to let love flow. You still got to have that joy and that natural desire to be loved and to share love. Don't let past mishaps stop you from being loved and going out there and loving other people. Just learn from those lessons and try to kind of narrow where's the weak link. Why is it that you're failing at love, or that you keep attracting a particular type? What is a common factor? Work on that, but don't eliminate yourself from being loved. We also get walking away. You leave too quickly, some of you, in relationships when things are getting challenging, and you don't stay and try and work it out. For those of you who've been married and divorced, in the old days, I don't know what the marriage vows are now, right? Because people make up their own vows. But in the old days, it was a set standard of vows. And one of those sentences in those vows were like, till death do us part, through sickness and health, right? It was the commitment to stay in the relationship, not just through the good times when the friends and family was there and the wine was pouring and the money was flowing and the vacations, but during sickness, during health, during financial struggles, during your mental or physical breaks, and the challenges of, raising a family and the financial stress and the job disappointments, everything that comes with it. And yes, even sometimes infidelity, learning to love and forgive each other for the mistakes that we make. Too many people made those vows, but when times just got a little hard, and we're not talking nothing crazy or major, just a little discomfort, they were like spoiled brats. They walked away from the relationship. Now, this could have been you, or this could have been the people in your life that when things got a little rocky, they left the scene. And this is a block in your relationship. This is a problem that some of you, not all of you, but some of you, you have been the person, Sagittarius, to walk away when situations don't quite work out. And it could be your own inability to deal with the fact that you keep going into the same situations and keep getting the same results. Thus, you're walking away. Well, maybe if you change your standards or really address what the issue is with why you're attracted to a particular type of person, you won't keep attracting that person and finding yourselves in these situations that you have to walk away from. Because life is challenging. Relationships are definitely challenging, and I don't care how great your relationship is, you are going to be tested. Just like we're tested in life, your relationship is going to be tested. It's not going to be all giggles and hee hee ha ha all the time. That's just life. But if you love each other and you have a true commitment to each other, there is no walking away. That is the vow and commitment to work through it together. Those are the relationships that last. Also, what could be blocking your relationships or your journey towards connecting with someone again is love won't solve your problems. I always stress this on my channel. If you're new, this is something, if you look at my past videos, which you're more than welcome to, you will see in my love readings, I always stress that self-love is so pertinent to give you the ability to love others, or to others to love you. If we don't love ourselves, there is no way in heck we can love others. It's just not possible. You have to love yourself first. The things that you want people to provide for you and to you, you need to be able and own up to it for yourself. Stop making excuses and demands on other people to make your life happy. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to find your own success. No one can put or should put that pressure on us, and vice versa. So love is not going to solve your problems. You need to work on being independent and being single, Sagittarius. This is the time when you pull on your big pants, girl and boy pants, and you learn to live life. You learn to accept your flaws. You learn to do the shadow work. You learn to deal with karma. You learn to deal with life as it is and as it should be. And you recognize what self-love means and how to love yourself, because it's the blueprint onto showing others how to love you. The final thing that could be possibly blocking you is you losing yourself. You feel lost in a particular person. You're gravitated, again, like I said, to a particular type, or you just have your heart set on this one person. I just want Billy, or I just want Barbara, or I just want Shaniqua, or I just want Jamel. You know, they're your person. And whoever you date and whoever you talk to, all you have in the back of your mind is these people or that person, and you see that person and everyone that you date. You're fantasizing and trying to make relationships work when you're in love with just one particular person. All these other people, you try to mold them to be this person, but they're not that person. So you're lost loving or being loved by someone else who no longer is in your life or who has moved on. It's okay to be yourself and to have your own life too. So the other flip side of that, not only are some of you blocked from finding new love and opening up in love to others because you're focusing only on one person, but also because when you are in a relationship, you give your all, that you lose yourself, you lose your values and your dreams and identity in the person that you're dating. You end up focusing them, you end up shadowing them and becoming like an extension of who they are instead of being who you are and bringing what you bring to the relationship while creating and still having your independence. You have to learn how to love people and be loved by people, but still be who you are to yourself. Still have your separate, friends, your family, your love of life, your job, your career, all the things that you enjoy doing and the people that you loved being around with before you were married or before you were dating. You don't have to cut yourself off from them. That's part of who you are. Your partner should accept that as you should with them. So losing yourself into a person that you give up your dreams and your identity and you just follow the flow of their life, you deal with their friends and family, and you excommunicate yourself from everything and everyone that you dealt with prior is not healthy. That type of repetitive behavior in relationships will put you in relationships that are very toxic and that will always have a bad ending. And if you keep doing that, in your mind, you're thinking that's how a relationship is to be. No. Stop losing yourself. Be who you are as you were in the beginning of the relationship, how you lived your life before the relationship. Continue with boundaries, right? Having respect for your partner, giving equal time, but you need your space. You both should be able to go your separate ways and have your time off from each other, doing the other things that you enjoy in life with the other people that you enjoy in life. As long as you're not being disrespectful, you're not cheating, right? Anything like that within the relationship, you are entitled to live your life independently. So I love that message coming in. What else we have for the singles? Well, you are my missing piece. Someone is missing you. They could be thinking of you because they realize that some of you just ended a relationship or that you've been single a while. You could have been thinking about them, so you're drawing each other's energy. I need more time to reflect on myself. Many of you are staying single, as you should, because you need that time to reflect on yourself. You need that time to do the shadow work. You need that time to do the healing. I'm scared to commit to you. I need my freedom now. This could be you and someone else in your life, or someone from your past, or someone that you want to talk to with now, but you're both apprehensive. Maybe you both need to heal from past relationships. You have baggage that you don't want to bring towards each other. So you both, or one of you, could be scared to commit. So until you're ready to, you want to enjoy your freedom now. And then finally we get, I'm trying to understand myself more. I feel that that's the energy coming from you and someone else who you were involved with or have the potential to be involved with. If you don't understand yourself, or this person doesn't have a grasp on who they are, you don't love yourselves, it is hard to come together and to make a relationship work cohesively. Okay, let's see what other messages we get. For our singles, thank you, angels. Recognize the signs from above. Recognize that the angels are consistently sending you message, my Sagittarius singles. You see the angelic number there, 444. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. Don't be so lost in the clouds that you don't pay attention. The universe could be sending you someone. That person could be in your life right now or around your space, but you're not paying attention to the signs. The way forward is open. Sagittarius, you're not trapped. The universe wants you to know there are many possibilities and opportunities when it comes to love. You could be closing yourself off or just blocking your own blessing. The universe is guiding you to spiritual and personal freedom, and within that, you have the opportunity to move forward and find love. Take control of your thoughts. The universe wants you to take more control of your thoughts, Sagittarius. Your thoughts are creating your reality. So therefore, if you're having negative thoughts, then you're going to have a negative reality. Your thoughts and your intentions are very important. So mind how you use them. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Focus on the things that matter in your life. If being single right now is the best thing for you, don't let the outside chatter or the pressure from your peer group or your friends or even family force you into blind dating or relationships that you don't want. You control the narrative. Finally, from this deck, we get it's time to play. Make sure that you find time to play. We know that the even work and life balance is very important. And even when you're single, you still should go out there and have fun. You might not want to date, but hey, I'm sure you have friends with male or female companions or people that you know, co-workers, family members, that you can go and have date night or, do sporting events, concerts, etc. Take time to play. Or if you just want to go by yourself to an arcade, just letting that tension of the mental stress of life and the work stress during the week. You're single. You have the opportunity to do what you want when you want. So take that time to play, to travel, and to enjoy life. There's so many things out there joyful for you to experience. And this is a great time for you to experience the things that you want on your bucket list or that you have on your bucket list that brings balance into your life while you're single. As we close out, let's go to the tarot. What are the closing messages for my Sagittarius singles? And then we're going to ask 2 yes or no questions. And also we're going to check into what other energies in the horoscope or zodiac signs could be thinking of you, involved with you. This video right now is at the 27:38 mark, so it is going to be long. I'm just letting you know that in case you have to pause and watch the additional of it at a different time. And this will probably take a while to upload. So if it's uploaded a day late, I apologize. I have no control over the YouTube processing. Okay, Sagittarius singles. Yeah, busy working. Oh, look at all these pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. You're after your dream. You're working to your heart's desire to get the things that you achieve. You are leading your life. That's what I said. Being single, you are the master of your destiny. You are calling the shots. You are free to do and come and go and be with as you please. In the middle of the deck, it's about the work. It's about building your financial prosperity, building what you want towards the future so that when you do fall in love again or you do settle down, you have a set base. Again, getting those things done on your bucket list now so that when you do fall in love and settle down and start a family, you already have done those things, because some people rush and have a family first and they never catch up. They never find the time to do the things that they wanted to do in life, to find the time or money, right, to do the things that they dreamed of. So Sagittarius singles, this is a great time for you to do that now. As we talk about time, let's ask the question, are there some Sagittariuses, probably not all, but for most Sagittarius for the month of April, is there any new love coming in or doors of opportunities for love that they should be aware of? Ooh, I love it. We got a yes. Yes, we got a yes. I feel like saying it's a match. Yes, okay, great. One more question. Uh, Let me see what else. Will this be a long-term relationship or will this be a short-term relationship? Long-term or short-term relationship? Will this be a long-term relationship? Night. Night energy, I'm getting, you could have one night stands. You could have little hookups. What else we get? Believe it. If you believe in your heart, whatever you desire, if you want a long-term relationship, that's what you're going to work towards. In a week, some of you might be getting asked out on a date. Others of you, no, you want something more committed, and until you really find yourself connected with someone divinely where it's going to be something to last a long time, you're not going to waste your time with little, short moment hookups or, like I said, blind dating, speed dating. You don't have the time or patience for that because you really want something that's going to last. Okay, as we come to closure, let's see what zodiac signs you could be meeting or impacting your love life this month. Ooh, 2 cards want to come out. So another fire sign could be dealing with you or thinking about you romantically. Also a water sign. Someone who has Pluto in their chart. And the last card, Jupiter. Someone who has Jupiter in their chart just like you. Okay. What are the messages we have for Sagittarius singles? The Fool, the Tower. Some of you are going to be going through some emotional changes, or there's going to be some big changes in your life that could affect your ability to start hooking up with people or wanting for you today. Things in your life that are going to take a priority over your love life right now. So those things are going to take your attention. Some of you can find yourselves walking away from a relationship or a potential relationship that you were talking to someone, but again, things just didn't align the way that you wanted them to. So some of you will be walking away from new partnerships. Some of you will be dwelling and thinking about the past, wanting to get away, possibly to see this person, or getting away to clear your head from this person. A lot of you are taking new beginnings in life for the love of for the love of you and for the sake of love. You're having a more better perspective again on how you choose who you love, what is important to you in your love life, what you're willing to tolerate, what your end game is. The producer, you want to be able to call the shots, be the leader in your life. You don't want to, again, lose yourself. For those of you who tend to lose yourself in others, you are now trying to find the strength to have control and an even balance as to how much you give of yourself in relationship while still maintaining your identity. Be careful of dating people or talking to people who might be very spiritual, but not spiritual in the positive sense like you. They might be into more darker things. Also, don't be drawn to people who want to make you feel indebted. Again, they want to be a crutch onto you, okay? Don't feel that you have to be there for people just because you like them or you care for them. Some of you have an ongoing connection with someone or ongoing attraction to someone. Right now, it's kind of like it's ongoing, but you're not really making a commitment to it. You're just enjoying this person's company and seeing where it's going. In the middle of the deck, some of you might be finding love in a foreign land or foreign travel, or you could be talking to someone that lives in a foreign country. Alliance, there could be a partnership. Like I said, you could form an alliance with someone. You could go away on a business trip or have a foreign business partner, and the two of you come together, and from working with each other, it can turn into romance. Just be careful with foreign relationships and foreign connections, especially if it's done virtually and through the internet, because there are a lot of scams that way. So make sure you are seeing these people physically. Make sure they are who they say they are. Don't get clickbait and all that other stuff, because you know that stuff exists. Well, this has been your general love reading. I hope If not all, some of it resonates with you. Keep notes of it. Come back to see what actually worked out for you in April. And then definitely come back when I do the recap or the mid-month update. Have a blessed one.